Welcome back, guys, to Trails of Cold Steel 4, where we're nearly there. Saint-Arkh is all that's left to sweep. One little location and one more quest to do, of which I forgot to actually think about where it could possibly be. A sacred shrine in the southwest of Lemaire and an emerald cradle. Yeah, sure, I'm going to be able to find that. Maybe. Southwest of Lemaire, you know. The southwest. Sure, we'll find that. I'm going down to Auros Coastal Road because I think that's the most southwest position I can get to. But still, we have just a little bit more to go before Operation Shining Steel actually begins. Since last time, I have gone through everyone's gear and bought them because I had enough money. When I traded in my mirror anyway. Valiant coats and enhanced boots. So everyone has their stuff and they have their weapons enhanced with view materials. Everyone has the good stuff. So, no matter which party member might get thrust into anything in the future, they can't surprise me because I've got good gear. So that's good number one. Number two is, I have done some small upgrading of courts or moving around of courts into different positions like Sanctus here that was on Ash last time. And I put a Toval gem on him in place of it. Just to make sure, like, you know, just to revise some stuff, basically. Just to make sure, like, there's nothing really weird going on, though. I've got loads of stupidly weird stuff. So I did that homework. I just didn't think about the quest. Didn't think about the quest at all. So we'll begin with our Saint-Arkh sweep with Cathedral Square. And then we shall move on to find out wherever that quest is. Who got Zemurian weapons? Ash, Laura, Reen. But that was last time. Not in the meantime. Also, there's way too many people here. I thought this was going to be... I thought, oh, we'll leave Saint-Arkh to last because it'll be a much smaller sweep. There will be less people because they've gone to war. No, it's 15 million people. We got to war this afternoon. I know. The 4th Armored Division is by far our strongest asset. Whatever moves they make will surely impact the course of battle as we know it. Either way you look at it, our forces are overwhelmingly superior. Galbert has no hope of victory. I just hope they surrender before the bullets of Erebonia harm the lives of innocent Calvardians. I mean, we could just not shoot them. If the front line advances to Calvert cities, it's all but guaranteed civilians will get caught in the crossfire. But all that bloodshed could be avoided if they'd only surrender before the war breaks out. Ah, yes. Don't blame those pulling the trigger. Welcome back. Good work with your training in the North Highlands. It was as productive as it was thanks to your contributions, Lord Michelin. We received notice of the date of the war while we were in Nord. I saw airships and armored divisions moving through, and it was a sight to behold, I'll tell you. And what about Wonder? Ah, yes, well, just don't be surprised when I tell you. Somehow I can speak to Kaiser Dice now, honest! Excuse me, are you kidding around me, Wonder? I swear I'm not kidding you. I think he's feeling guilty about the trouble he caused the other day. He really made me worry before, but we're all square now, so we've got a talking horse now. Nay, nay! What's the matter with Kaiser Dice? He says that there's a black wind blowing over today, and there's some grave misfortune may befall us. We need to be careful. In horse language, of course. A horse, of course. I suppose it wouldn't hurt to be on our guard. His instincts aren't to be trifled with. Nay! He says if there's an emergency, the 3 of us can ride on his back. And all he'll ask for us in return is some extra carrots. This is difficult to swallow, but I suppose the important thing is that you two are going to be an even closer team from here on. A clean victory of the races after the war isn't just a dream, it's a sure thing. We now have a talking horse in our midst. I mean, it's not the, you know, considering what's happened, it's not the hardest thing to believe. We have a talking cat. I know it's a different thing, but still. And we have a super intelligent dog that can't talk, but still. I never thought Wonder would do so well. It's almost unbelievable, but I'm convinced no one could beat him in Kaiser Dice. We should go to the conscription office and tell Polmac about all this. I can't believe how much impact just a few days in the wild has had. With Wonder and Kaiser Dice, no one's going to hold a candle to us. I don't know what will happen to me after the war, but I'm counting the seconds until we can race yet again. Even if it was only for a short time, I'm glad I got to roam around the North Highlands. There are no distractions out there. You just got the open air and the perfect chance to sharpen your mind. And now that Kaiser Dice and I have forged an inseparable bond of friendship, we'll ride together in perfect sync. Nay. Just given the proper head tilt. Well, that was a development we didn't expect to start off with. The war starts today. We're just getting more and more orders for military uniforms. It looks like they're going to keep conscripting soldiers. I'm worried. I don't even know when my own draft order might appear. Perhaps this is selfish to say, but I pray that the Imperial Army ends the war quickly. Has he already made his own outfit? Has he made it like super comfy? Because I would if I were him. Considering all the orders we're getting for uniforms, they must still be conscripted troops. Perhaps this is selfish to say, but I pray that they end the war quickly indeed. I've heard that Marcus Hyams is finally going to start distributing rations in the Sutherland province. The Marcus is a reliable land, take action so quickly after his return. Honestly, this talk of war is getting me down. I'm just so relieved. It looks like we'll be able to avoid going over budget now. Oh, gotta worry about the budget. At Marquis Hyam's discretion, they'll start providing rations to the Sutherland province. It's late in the other provinces, but I'm glad the Marquis is looking out for us. I happened to pass by the residential district on my way home from work. I couldn't believe it when a strange white pillar suddenly appeared. I just can't believe that it could be a weapon. But if it isn't a weapon, then what else could it be? I had a bad feeling about this. I should probably tell my husband to be careful. I mean, you probably should. I mean, I'm always all of a sudden just kind of wanting to go and do that quest, weirdly, and then do the sweep. Feels like better pacing, do you know what I mean? I just want to find out where it is, because I didn't find out. One of your plans has made its way to me. The influence of the curse in Saint-Arkh isn't as strong, so I couldn't really sense the bright twilight. But when I see the fortress and the pales, I can't help but feel the end of the world is nearing. I'm entrusting this heavy burden to you all. The only thing left for me to do is to watch what follows. I will pray for your success and safety. Please save us. No, the future of our world as we know it. Leave it to us. We won't let you down. I will do everything I can to meet your expectations. Like our Lord just like, I'm butting in. I can help you with anything other than weapons. It's probably information, right? Unfortunately, I don't know any more about the army or government's movements than you do. But earlier I noticed those bracelets from LaBelle seem to be heading towards the ruins of that village. If you all have business with them, then perhaps you should head there as well. I've already been. Welcome, welcome! Ah, you all look like you're on edge. Well, I guess it'd be strange if you weren't nervous. War does start at noon today, after all. It might be bad to say this right now, but war really is illogical. So many irrational things occur. So exhausting. I'm really looking forward to the time when I can enjoy reading in peace again. And if I remember correctly, I did give in the food to Adel. Did you hear? The radio drama started up again yesterday. I was like totally shocked. It has such a deep storyline that made me think about the war. It must have been a special broadcast. I hope that Armin Time also comes back again soon. Depends on who survives. She's going to battle herself, you know. Oh, hello everyone. Good to see you, Reen. You're Elliot's old school friends from the music academy, right? I thought you were being kept busy in Heimdall. We're here to help with Fiona's recital. It was quite a trek out here, but the message we want to send with our music is just the same as hers. We're going to pour our hearts and souls into it. It's the least we could do to inspire some hope in everyone's suffering right now. Sounds like it's going to be an amazing recital. I probably won't get to see it, but I'll be behind you all the way. It's been so chaotic since that strange fortress appeared in Heimdall. Some even welcome its arrival. That's scary in a way. But now is the perfect time to show off the power of music. I'll pour my heart and soul into this recital. Elliot's been really worried about us, but we've resolved to never lose sight of the power of music again. All of Saint-Arkh will feel our passion in today's recital. You can tell why he's Elliot's friend. I believe in the power of music just the same. I want our message to resonate with everyone. They're all one-track mind kids. Speaking of power of music, Miss Fiona's doing a music class in church today. Mum and Rico have been looking really upset. But if they listen to the music, maybe they'll feel better, just like I did. Didn't think you'd have double dialogue. Saint-Arkh is far from Coward's front line, so we don't have so much to worry about. But I can't help feeling anxious all the same. The war is only a few hours away. Maybe I should tune into the radio. I'll have to head home soon. Wah, wah! I'm sorry, Rico. Mummy isn't feeling too good. There, that a good boy. I think they buy these benches for themselves. It's reserved. I went to the mansion to discuss the requisition of essential supplies. I was even able to speak to Marcus Hyams. Did you tell him that there will soon be no grain available to us? I did, and the Marcus took a remarkable interest in all I had to say. They're planning to put aside emergency stores for the whole of Sutherland at least. They also intend on planting crops in Celtic to replace the missing wheat. That's wonderful, dear. Those measures are sure to help out a lot of people. Indeed they will. His lordship invited me to consult on the distribution of goods in Sutherland and beyond. With all the paperwork and whatnot, I'm going to be busy. Do you think you can wait a little longer for our quiet retirement? I can't think of any reason to object to the plan. Besides, you never need to ask. I'll always be here waiting for you. Everything livens up when my husband is around. His body may have aged, but his heart will always be dedicated to doing good work. I'm retired from the food agency, sure, but my knowledge from back then could still come in handy in a pinch. I want to do all I can to help Marcus Hyams, not to mention my dear wife. I suspect my master is giving orders on the front line just about now. I'm worried beyond a doubt, but he is a descendant of one of Emperor Astorius' loyal vassals. I have faith he'll command the troops and himself in a way that makes the best of everyone's abilities. Oh, you will stay safe, won't you, Lord Manfred? Von Karma! Standing around and worrying isn't going to change a thing. I'm going to the church to pray for my master's safety. You missed it. The door's there. Welcome. How'd you like some freshly squeezed, guaranteed delicious juice? This stall's back on its feet and then some. I just knew this would work out. If we can keep this up, the farm will get back into shape too. Welcome, welcome. How about some delicious juice? Ever since I started working with Rekka, this juice stall's sales have been just boomed. I couldn't believe it at first. Our mirror and inventory problems are gone. This stall's not going anywhere anytime soon, don't you worry. In troubling times like these, we all need something to refresh us, don't you say? You've got to quench your thirst. Well, I've got some water in front of me. I'm ready to do it. I'm ready to do the thing. Less people in the church than I thought, if Elliot's sister's here. Fiona advised us about the recital. It's scheduled to take place before noon today. Marcus Hyams and Lord Alfheim are both helping this time. I hope this performance can be a shining light in people's lives. It's not ready yet. The day the war starts is finally here. There's no longer any turning back, is there? People in Heimdall are so thrilled at the chance to defeat Calvert, but I just can't understand that sentiment at all. To me, that mysterious pillar feels like something that goes against Adius. I no longer know where righteousness lies. Adius, please guide this chaotic country to the right path. How's your farm doing? And your back? The olive seed that we planted has taken root. I hope it'll grow up to be big and strong and fruitful. Do you know what olives represent in the language of flowers? Yeah, the right answer is peace. This word seems to be the distant future. Or be in the distant future for Erebonia and Calvert, but we'll have to keep striving for it, or it'll never happen. That goes for you, all of you as well. I know that if you have hope for the future, you'll get the results you want. It's hard to believe in peace when the situation seems so desperate. But if we just believe and persevere, then peace will become a reality. I genuinely believe that. Or the actions of an unknown few. Once the war begins, the atmosphere will be even more restless and uneasy. There'll be so little we can do. Well, it has been decided that Fiona will still put on recitals. We're prepared to do everything in our power to bring peace of mind back to the people. I say a few, but it's actually a lot of people. We got a lot of characters, man. I heard about it from the second in command of the Grelsritter. You're going to head into that thing they call the Imperial Fortress, aren't you? Right, the operation starts today at noon, which may have passed a bit a while ago. In that case, please take this. It's a RAM capsule. This is something very precious. I believe you can find a hopeful future for all of us. It's all I can do for you, but I pray that the light of hope will be along the path you tread. Thank you, Archbishop Ramsden. We'll use this carefully. The Ashen Chevalier who carries the light of hope despite being burdened by the actions of the past, among other things. I believe that you will find it tomorrow where we have a future. I mean, no pressure. No pressure. And that's nearly ended one part of free Saint-Arkh. From the looks of it, Clayton & Co. is starting to make deliveries to Albion Garden as well. I know there's been a lot of nasty rumours circling around them lately, but they really came through for us. They're at the top of their game right now, if you ask me. They may be rivals, but I don't see them as enemies. Perhaps I can learn from such a big company. Get a clear shot of that massive thing from the residential district. Puts a shiver down my spine just looking at it. Since it appeared, I've had a hard time focusing on work. I'm just filled with all these thoughts about the war. It's got me real anxious. I bet. Now I'm not arguing with anyone this time. Even so, we cannot just display them. That's right, Phantom Thief B must have stolen it from somewhere. We were talking about Phantom Thief B just now. Oh my, pardon our behaviour. We've received a letter from the man himself, you see. It says, it would be a shame for this magnificent work to be lost in the chaos of war. I entrust it to you, dearest manager. It was accompanied by this lovely painting. Phantom Thief B just does whatever he wants. That's difficult to predict as always. But this painting, I can't help but think that it could be the one that was rumoured to have been stolen. I entrust it to you, he says. You must have thought this through. It'll be a problem for us if you leave stolen goods here. But it's not like this is the first time Phantom Beef's done this to us after all. I guess I'll just start investigating where this painting came from. Phantom Beef B, he does what he likes. I've spoken to Phantom Beef B, you know. He's profoundly intelligent. If he comes back, I'd like to discuss art with him. I mean, I've spoken to him many, many times. It's not a competition, go on. And I'm sure we'll speak to Phantom Thief Bree. Bree? Yeah, Bree. That's the female version, I guess. Many, many, many more times. Did you see that pillar thing? That shape, the fact that it appeared out of nowhere. All of it seemed like a bad dream. I can barely believe that they could be wielding something so bizarre and alien. Just what is going to happen during the war starting this afternoon? The impossible has become possible. My mind is blown. I wish something so terrifying would stay in fairy tales. Reality is not the place for this. Gotta believe in those fairy tales, right? Well, that's a bit of an ominous look, isn't it? A large building, or is it a pillar? According to the government, it's a weapon. Its appearance is downright terrifying. Every time I see it, a shiver runs down my spine. I don't know about its power as a weapon, but I think they should review the design. Yeah, that's the problem. When it first appeared, I thought Calvard was attacking us. I know weapons are meant to look threatening, but I think they should consider how its design makes the residents feel. Yes, submit a complaint. That'll be fine. Phantom Thief Bree the Cheese Thief. That's a good one, yeah. Not if you turn in a cheese, just a cheese thief. He wants the moldiest of cheeses. Apparently that strange pillar is something the government prepared, but it sure doesn't look like it. It looks like some horrible thing straight out of a fairy tale. I've never heard a story about a sinister white pillar. Its very existence breaks all known rules. Apparently that's... yeah. You've never heard of, like, the Northumbrian disaster? It's not that far away. I mean, I could actually check out the slots I can upgrade. I'm still, like, low on Fire Sepith. But when I say I'm low on Fire Sepith, I'm really not. I mean, I've still got 3,000. Look, Macius is in the party. Let's upgrade him. Oh, now I'm low on Fire Sepith. Yeah, a bit low on Water Sepith. A bit low on Space. Oh, I can't do Fire. That's not how this works. Can't take my Fire Sepith away. There's quite a lot of people that haven't got their thing. Why is that? I guess everyone's just got Fire. Well, I've nearly done it all. One day I'll have every slot upgraded. One day. I mean, I probably could do it. No, I can't. But I'm close. Perhaps it's in poor taste of me to even ask, but couldn't the Imperial military's so-called weapon have a shred of artistic elegance to it? From the impression I get, the pillar's warped somehow, as if whatever its true shape maybe has been lost. Could it be? No, that would be impossible. With the war approaching as it is, I suppose I'm letting my worries get the best of me. Ah, so it's a different shape, obviously. I swear that huge thing piercing the ground is almost a spitting image of something I saw back in Northumbria. It's an Imperial weapon we're talking about, though. Maybe my memory's just not holding up like it used to. Okay, it hasn't changed design. It's just, it's not fresh to the mind. Yes, see, Cold Steel 4 will definitely continue on to 2023. So yes, we will have a lot of time to upgrade those sockets. You are right. It's going on forever. To infinity and beyond. I mean, we're on episode 141, for goodness sake. No, I can't go along with you. Not when you're both so obsessed with the war, else them two. Oh, Ran, you're still a child. You don't understand. You're raised in the very heart of the Empire. You should support our troops just as much as we do. On the subject, I just received my draft order. I'm going to be sent out in the second wave of forces. I've never been happier. It'd be real coming to me if you and your mother would cheer me on from home. But why can't either of you understand me? Why? I think that's enough. Please don't upset Ran any more than you already have. She's such a sweet girl, and she knows the value of life. You treat your lives and those of the people of Calvard as they mean nothing. You've lost your moral compasses, and have no right telling this child what to do. Go back to Heimdall. Fine. We'll leave it here for now. Yes, we all need to calm down. We can discuss this properly at another time. Please look after Ran for us. Shh. I suppose I have no choice but to leave Ran with her grandmother for the time being. No matter, I'll come and pick her up another day. When my draft order came, my wife and I were completely overjoyed. I can't say the same of my mother or Ran. They voiced nothing but contempt for the war. Little did she know that this lady here isn't actually affected by the curse. It's just really excited that her husband's gone. Thank you, Gran. Finally rid of him. Of course, dear. You can stay here until the two of them wake up from their obsession. I did the best I could, Traff. Please, please come back home safe. So that is their dialogue. And Granny doesn't have any extra. Good old protective Granny, though. You really know how to work wonders, Richie. Master Timothy's attitude completely turned around after your little chat. I've got to ask, what were you two talking about? No can do, that's classified information. Oh, really now? I don't think I've ever heard you say something like that before. I guess you really are grown up, aren't you? Watching you mature has made me so much more optimistic about the world. You bring out the best in it. Thank you, Richie. I know that there's a future ahead of us, no matter what it may be, because of you. You think so? Well, I'm really glad I could help you then. Oh, it's time to go to Stanley's house. We better hurry, quick. Of course. I'm right behind you. Someone's really turning into a grown-up, isn't he? It's too soon. I can always go to bed in the bracer beds. I forgot about bracer beds. Do they have random bracer Black Zamurian ore charge just in the middle of the table? That'd be nice. No exclamation mark, of course. And the last area, which is literally just one person by the look of it. Can I talk to you about something? A necklace just arrived for me, courtesy of Nash, believe it or not. Apparently went out of his way to contact my favourite store and have it shipped over to me. That dummy. I don't know if he's misinterpreted my concern as some kind of romantic interest or what. But he's about to risk his life in a war. He should be focusing on taking care of himself, not worrying about me. Well, now it's come to this, I guess I better drop by the cathedral and pray for his safety. I'll speak to how stupid Nash is being. Oh, whatever. I guess I better drop by the cathedral later and pray for his safety. I don't even know why I look in buy anymore. I know there's nothing for me to buy. Oh god, there's a prediction gone up in the chat. Will we see the end credits in this next week? That is an interesting bet. We will find out, I guess. Stay tuned in the next 7 episodes. The next 7 hours. Mum, I'm sorry I said those horrible things. Even though you were sad about Dad when I couldn't see. I thought you didn't care at all because I saw you smiling. It's okay, Timothy. I should have been more open with you. I'm so worried. I just want to talk about it. Me too. We need to keep talking. I didn't realise you were feeling sad too. I felt the same, so... I know. You don't have to cry. Can't speak to them on their own then. I just remember something I need to buy. And I probably use a lot of U material already because of like weapon upgrading and all that for everyone. But it probably would not be a bad idea to buy some robot potions, if you know what I mean. I know I shouldn't interrupt you on the opening day of the war, but thank you for looking over my work count. You have nothing to apologise for. Your art has touched my heart. To be free from oppression, this work conveys that there is hope in turmoil. I was also quite taken with this piece. It truly really is groundbreaking. Thank you so much for your kind words. As I bemoan the futility of being an artist in such turbulent times, I surrendered myself to a creative impulse, and realization dawned on me. The artist is not moved by reason. The artist is a creature driven by the desire to create. Well spoken, Champagne. I'm inclined to agree. Your work gives people hope. I'd like to purchase it and hang it someplace prominent. Perhaps it'd be best on display at the Hotel Augusta. Thank you so much, your lordship. Unable to pursue my art, I felt as if my life lost all meaning. When I came to realise that public opinion is fickle, and that a true artist does not let others define their merit. Genuine artistry is rooted in loyalty to the ethereal beauty of art, to the defiance of reason when it would inhibit creativity. What a noble speech. From a noble. Now, loath as I am to oblige such a thing, I did make a rather foolish pledge to that man Makarov. You promised to meet him if the operation is a success, haven't you? I hate him. His status, his actions, his words. None of it is good enough for my Mary. And yet it seems she is undeniably head over heels for him. If he has what it takes to make the operation a success, I'll have to meet him, for Mary's sake. Now to think about it, maybe I agree to this too easily. You really ought to just make your peace of it, dear. This is the man Mary has chosen. We should support her. Sounds like things have gotten serious between instructors Makarov and Mary. Also, he could just point out, like, he literally... Thinking at the events at the end of Trails of Cold Steel 2, and what he actually helped do then, could reveal this stuff. I guess they can't really reveal too much about what's going on. The siege at the castle, the gigantic fortress. I guess no one remembered it. It was a gas leak, wasn't it? That's what happened. It was a gas leak. Macro, my darling daughter. It's just not right. You really need to give this up, dear. They're doing their best in a tough situation. We should support both of them. She does not have her own dialogue, though, sadly. The master spoke with Mr. Makarov yesterday. Soon after the conversation finished, he held a family meeting with his wife that ran late into the night. You mean he talked to his wife? I don't call all my conversations with Becca a family meeting. It's an unexpected development, but it's nice to see something positive happening for a change. Still, this operation the young mistress will be taking part in is going to be quite an ordeal. I'll be praying for all of you, Vincent and Kyrie included, to succeed. Just don't take any unnecessary risks. If today's operation fails, and not just Miss Mary's future, but the future of the entire empire will be in peril. I'll be praying for all of you, Vincent and Kyrie included, to succeed. I will not take unnecessary risks, it'll be fine. I mean, if every conversation I had with my wife was a family meeting, do I then have to hire someone to take minutes and stuff? To make it official? This could get expensive. Very fast. Shortly after the incident with Lord Dendere, we received a letter from Father. He wrote a little about himself, but had many questions about how I and Charles were managing. I can understand why he'd be worried about he who was once the prodigal son being left in charge here, but in an unexpected and not altogether unpleasant twist of fate, Charles has risen to the task. Father and Mother will be relieved to know that. He did. He did a good. The episode with Lord Dendere ended in a deal that will boost our revenue from forestry. I'll mention it in my letter to my parents. Izzy saved the day. I shudder to think what would have happened to my lamb without her intervention. I bought her the deluxe melon she said she'd been craving. Wartime austerity or not, she deserved it. Kind of think of it, I've all been burning the midnight oil too. Where's my reward? I'd be happy just to have some free time for painting. But my sister Krista quickly put the kibosh on that idea. I'm just looking at your paper and going, why is it back to front? I mean, rheumatism is down the bottom of the paper. Why does it have like words like free backwards? Maybe everyone in this land reads our language just back to front. Also, why is there a big bar that says rheumatism? Lumbago. Lord Dendere hasn't troubled us since he and young Master Charles settled their disagreement out of court. I hear he's been trying to scam other landowners though. You'd think that last failure to put him off, but no, what a strange man. I hear he wasn't always this way. Anyway, who would have thought my little laundry's nephew would have saved the fief? The fiefdom. Our war may be starting, but the clarion call of chores beckons just the same. I better roll up my sleeves and get down to business. I spent the Civil War in the countryside, well away from the fighting. That's why I can't really conceptualize war in general. Whatever happens, I'll just focus on my daily duties as usual. And that should be everything but the manor, Checktail. So the final sweep, the sweep of Saint-Arkh, is pretty much complete. Now, quests and Operation Shining Steel, right? More security detail for the gate because Marcus Ballard's in here. Don't you think he's been kind of different lately? Almost if he's experienced some sort of setback and ended up growing. I should not have said that. Pretend you never heard me. He's better now. I'm amazed I can actually enter the man. The Ment. Master Patrick and Miss Celestine are very busy with their war strategizing. Pardon me, I should be referring to him as Lord Patrick now. More so now that Mr. Celestine himself has accepted him as a full-fledged adult. I believe the strategies that they formulate together will definitely lead us to victory. Interesting that Celestine is the chooser, not the dad. Master Patrick and Mr. Celestine are very busy. Oh, yep. No extra dialogue there. Lord Catastrophe. He's the best. Oh, welcome. If you look for my master, he's currently in a meeting. But that being said, we were told to let the Ashen Chevalier and his friends in whenever they wanted. He came all this way. I'm sure it'd be alright if you just popped into his office. Whee! There's the Imperial Fortress, and now that strange pillar in the Ismir Great Forest. These are ill omens indeed. The Chancellor truly is determined to change the world, isn't he? Yes, in the worst possible way. The Marquis has done what he can to keep the panic from spreading, but there's no way to prevent it entirely. I want to do something to help out too. That's why I've decided to hold a concert in Cathedral Square. A concert? Is the idea to use music to open up people's hearts? Yes, you'd mentioned it before, but I only really understood just how effective music could be after my part in the Ark and Seal performance. This is how we can ease the influence of the curse, if only a little. I should be lending Mr. Craig for my full support. I've already reached out to Count Altheim and secured the services of some top-notch musicians. We're getting round the censors by calling it a morning concert to express our hopes for the Emperor's swift recovery. Thank you so much, your lordship. I ought to be the one thanking you, my dear, for this and for delivering the message from your father. Right. I'm only sorry it couldn't have been better news. Please, my dear, don't speak of it. Putting others first in times such as these takes a lot of courage, and that young lady you possess, as does every participant in your Operation Shining Steel. All I can offer you is a sincere wish for your success. I will be praying to Adios to keep you safe. Thank you. A character note was found. What was the message from General Craig about Fiona? Oh, just the deployment of the 4th Armoured Division, the fortress's accessibility. I was hoping the troops wouldn't march out, but there's no point crying over spilled milk. I'll contribute my own way by lessening the influence of the curse through music. Fiona's fortitude of character is really impressive. I should follow her example. People have been unsettled since a Pale appeared in the vicinity of Saint-Arkh. The Great Twilight's reach extends to even here. We're probably doomed to the same fate as Heimdall. Nevertheless, we're going to try our best to stop it. May Adios watch over you. I'll be awaiting your safe return. People have been unsettled since a Pale appeared in the vicinity of Saint-Arkh. Same thing. Are we done? Is it time to move on to the quest labelled question mark, question mark, question mark? I need to go to Patrick's bedroom. Why won't you let me? Why won't you let me raid his underwear drawer? Not that I actually want to. What security do you have for the gate? Because oh, you're saying the same thing. Okay, so we are moving on. I was going to put some prank stuff in it. Liquid fart. That's what friends do, right? No, they don't. They don't. Right, so our quest. Here we go. The sweep is finally complete. Toval, Beryl, and Kia have identified some kind of spiritual presence connected to Adios. So far, all we have are 3 hints about his whereabouts: a sacred shrine, a southwest Lemaire, and an emerald cradle. I mean, so it's in Lemaire? Unless there's something else that's southwest of Lemaire. I mean, Avon Hills is kind of low down on Lemaire. I mean, when you say southwest as well, I actually have no clue. An emerald cradle means it has to be a great forest, though. Doesn't it? Wait, could that be it? It's not a shrine, though, is it? I'm really confused about where the hell I'm supposed to be going for this. That is southwest of Lemaire in a sense. And it is an emerald cradle. But it's not a shrine. The most I can get southwest otherwise is the Auros Coastal Road. Not that I saw a shrine. Oh, there's a shrine! Hey! Go! I guess going by the map makes more sense. Was there a shrine there before? Yeah, just don't listen to the other commands. Don't listen to the other things. Just think southwest. There we go. Job done. I'm monstrously pleased with that quest. What the hell? I'm monstrously pleased with that guess as well. I had no clue where it was. I felt kind of remiss at the start of the session going, uh-oh, I didn't actually look for the thing, which would have made sense for me to do.
This one looks frightening. Please be careful.
So this works out. Right, leave me alone.
There!
Watch out. This is a tough one.
I mean, you're a tough one, but you're level 120, and we're a bit past you now. Come.
Ignite!
Come back, Helix.
Formation!
Oh my god, watch it throw away. Bye, Helix. Bye. Off you go.
Roar! Helix strike! Now!
Attack!
It's getting worse.
I'm going.
It's getting worse.
Huh? Here I go. Set! Striker! Set! Gunner! There! My turn.
Avalon Hearts? No. Yes.
Triumph! Avalon Hearts! I'll handle this.
So I say she'll definitely break it.
Yeah.
Wow, guys, only frozen one turn. Yeah, so basically what you've learned from this Let's Play, if anything,
I'm going.
is that maybe you should wait to buy the PS5 even if they're not available, just to hope that they have a second
What a
iteration of
relief.
controllers that actually work. It's just a thought. Monitors are leveled up. So now we got Gravion Hammer, damage increased by 100%, break damage increased by 60%, and just basically Laura gets even stronger. Is this always here? There was nothing like this here before, was there? A new spirit shrine we haven't seen before. Could this be one of the holy shrines? A shrine in the southwest of La Mer, and in the Emerald Cradle too. If it's a description, so why doesn't this feel right? Oh hey, so you guys came to check this out too? Well, it can't be that wrong if Toval's here. Toval, hey! Great minds think alike, I guess. Yeah, the way I see it, this is the most likely candidate we've got. Since we're both here and all, how about we head inside together? I don't sense anything outright evil, but there's this overwhelming pressure I don't really trust. This weird emptiness in the air feels familiar somehow. We should probably make sure we're ready first before letting Toval know. Oh. Is this like a super boss or something? Oh, I can't save on the Eventide stuff for achievement reasons. I just have to do new saves from now. I was thinking of heading inside myself, just making sure I'm totally prepared. What do you say, Reen? Sure. Sure, let's go. Its influence is pretty weak right now, we might learn something. That's the spirit. Alright, let's get the show on the road. What the hell's in here? The Sanctus Shrine. Is it a quick down or a full dungeon? Well, it's like just the other shrines. Just like the other shrines. Yes, but I can sense a tremendous power waiting at its heart. It's not as fast as the other shrines though, is it? Judging from the echo, we're close to the end. Let's take a moment to make sure we're ready before going further. I've got your back if you got mine. Of course, same goes for me. Seeing an accomplished Orpent user like Toval is far from an everyday occurrence. I look forward to working together. Toval temporarily has joined our team. It's not a big one. It's a very close one. Whatever's in there is waiting for us. Not deep within.
Oh, hey! Now that I'm walking next to you, I can really tell how much taller you've gotten.
I might have grown a bit, but I'm still not quite as tall as you.
The random things that brighten things up, right? Just to break the tension, Toval, why don't you? Break the tension. Pretty good boy like that. I mean, I'm going to rest because I've lost a tiny bit of HP. Just the conversation that we're having in a place like this. Hey, it makes sense. Now everyone's like, ah. Ooh. An absence. Is this... Brilliant record scratch, yeah.
Welcome, little humans.
What? This is... It is. Good guess.
My name is... It would appear that name has been lost after all.
I had a feeling we meet you here. The Holy Beast of Earth. 900 years ago, it absorbed half the curse and sealed itself in the primal ground. Our friend here falls into the same category as Rose, the Holy Beast of Fire. And this is the same beast that I destroyed, when I lost control of my power and went berserk. That is in the past now. There is no need for apologies. Such is fate. I am but an echo of the holy beast I once was. Leave me be. I intend to stay here until my last breath, as I bear witness to the great twilight smothering the world. Instructor? Reen. You're the guardian of this place. Because if so, how about some encouragement for our energetic youth who's trying to eradicate the root of all evil? Toval? You're attempting what many might call impossible. But that too must be fate. Very well then. I'll consent to playing this game of yours. Huh? Prepare for battle, little humans. If you can defeat me, I'll show you the way to unravel fate, to remold destiny. Perhaps it won't amount to much in the end, but even a small glimmer of hope is worth clinging to. Thank you for your generous offer. As a human, I can't imagine what the world and fate are as seen through the prism of your centuries of experience. But if you're only going to help us if we can prove ourselves, we will do just that.
Excellent. Now, demonstrate to me the depths of your strength, your resolve, and your spirit. May my name, lost to darkness, be illuminated once more by the light shining in your hearts.
Yeah!
This one's strong. Be careful. It's my turn.
Why are you in the group, Toval? Get out! That was Yuna's spot. She would have counted. I'd have got some damage in. You fool. Right, let's begin our battle by, of course, going full insight.
Now! Divine Dragon Formation!
I knew it was Divine Dragon.
I'm up.
And how did I guess what it was? It's just literally because of the effect going over it. I was like, okay, it's got some weird effect going on it. I guess that must be, like, obscured or something lost. Yeah, there we go. Job done. The Holy Beast of Earth.
Roar! Healing Strike! Now!
Attack!
My turn!
That one's close enough. Sorry, Toval. I mean, you're cool and all. You have some nice stuff. But, I have a setup here
Sorry, it's up to you.
Leave it to me!
that works quite well. I'd like to continue using it. Right, I can't actually hit anyone else.
Yes! Arcus activate! Yeah! Yeah!
And I've got to have my lady who stands there and just gets free damage every time the enemy takes a turn, right?
Let's go.
Indeed. Let's power on up. Listening God's breath.
Let's go!
She wasn't close enough.
Roar! Healing strike! It's down!
Because of that effect, I can't really see what's going on when I even attack it.
It's my turn!
Also, the question is, how much HP does it have?
Take this! Wide open!
I can't even see the damage figures because they're so high up.
Yes! Analyzing enemy
It's asleep,
unit.
though.
I got it!
One of the holy beasts created by Adius. Those who wish to forge a new future for the world must pass its trials. 737,000 HP. Not one shot by Laura.
My turn.
I mean, I could just let it sleep, but I got a free critical from it. Technically, I have a billion crit chance anyway as well. I can't not use the turn, can I?
Right!
75k, I'll take that.
They're mine! Nope.
Okay, so you can dodge that and also spell reflect it. So it's physical magical.
I'm going.
If it's physical magical, then I'll just
Arcus
boost that up
activate.
again.
There! All right!
Ah yes, physical magical, that normal thing. Keep cross breaking there, Yuda.
Take this! Let's get him!
Nice feint.
An opening!
I'm up!
Oh. Okay. Thoughts. Can't we kill it this turn? Depending. Because it's feint, everything's now free crits. Because everything's free criticals, if I pull out Ash... with Laura... and with, like, the damage buff... I kind of need a little bit more CP there, Reed.
Shit! It's down!
Attack!
Actually, that will not be enough generation for you. Can I do this?
If you could!
I'm up!
Is it time for everyone to just go mental?
Triumph! Avalon Heart!
I got this.
I think that one more turn going by for Laura will give her enough. So if I attack with Ash, and then I S-craft with Ash...
Yeah! It's down! An opening!
This could be fun.
Time to paint this town red. Gotcha! Up you go! Not a bad trick, huh? Eat this! It's the last call. Sinners, revelry!
Nowhere near enough! I guess he didn't have strength large though, right?
Behold, the soul of our Sage! Now! Radiant Phoenix Blade!
I think that's job done.
Eternally flowing. Form is emptiness.
Emptiness is for first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, 8 leaves, breaking dawn!
Well done. You have successfully severed the chains of fate. My name is Argress. I am the holy beast of Earth, created by Adios.
Ah. Whoa, we can understand his name now. Destiny has been rewritten. That must mean that things which were hidden to us are now revealed. Unbelievable.
The Ebon Knight once tainted me with its curse, and so I sealed myself away in the Grawl. Never did I think you would be able to triumph over me in that state. Perhaps this too was the Ebon Knight's... No. The strength of mankind's will may have exceeded even its expectations.
What? Wait, are you...
I expended the very last remnants of my power in our battle. Yet, that was a price well worth paying. I thank you for recovering my once lost name. As promised, I will show you the path you seek.
What's this?
It is my last shred of strength. The Earthen Prison. On its own, it cannot rival the Great Twilight. However, it should prove of some use to you. Fare you well, wings of radiant light, illuminating the twilit land below.
Toval, I owe you big time. The Holy Beast may be gone, but it looks like we completed the trials nonetheless. Oh, come on. I only helped a little bit. So, in prison. Any idea how to use whatever it is? Not a clue. It doesn't seem like something we can use with orders, but I'm sure that when the time is right, I'll know what to do. In the meantime, though, we're on our own. All we've got is our power. That's a good attitude, Reen. Well, that about takes care of everything I need to do on land. I think I can catch a ride on your ship to my next destination. Sure, that's the least we can do. I'll call the Courageous 2 now. Okay, we got a thing. Quest, the Holy Beast Trial, was completed. 10,000 mirror. No fancy courts. Just an earthen prison. God. Right, so that should be everything done. Correct? We've been around everywhere. We swept everywhere. Done all these chests. Upgraded all the orders. Got everyone equipment. Got everyone all other kinds of nice fancy things. Even before the dialogues changed out of the quest across the entirety of Erebonia. That would be a bit of a thing, wouldn't it?
I got some good stuff.
I mean, there's still great courses I can make at this point in time. Like, one of the courses I have made is this, which I do have a Lost Genesis SR, so I may as well combine that.
Come on, buy some more.
Who has that? I think I crafted it for today, in fact. Yes. Use a speed 14, so I can change speed 14 into ATS 80. But also remove this cast gem. So I could put a different thing in that slot.
I got
Guess that
some
works out.
good stuff.
Diabolos gem. Oh, what amount of new material? I didn't even notice I was that low. Well, fresh out now.
Come on, buy some more.
There you go, music. I have a really, 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 really fancy gem. And then... I don't know, have an action free or something? I don't know. Have a Hades gem. Right, well, okay. I've used all the new material I had, which was like 900. I didn't even notice I'd actually used that many when I bought all the weapons and stuff. I must admit, I was not keeping track. Because I was wanting to go over here and then say...
Alrighty, let's begin, huh? Done already? Alrighty, let's begin. See you later!
Don't you...
I'm itching to get started!
Don't you have...
Huh? I'm itching to get started!
like, consumables for me for Mr. Roboto? I want more of that.
See you later! I'm itching to get started!
Yes. They take new materials. How many of these do I have? I have 7. I might just use a few new material to get some more repair stones.
See you later!
Okay, so we've been everywhere. We've talked to everyone. We've supposedly done everything, but of course, in a game so big with so many people to speak to and so many locations to visit, I can almost be pretty sure that I've somehow missed something. That would not be surprising. Also, before we actually go anywhere, we should take a bath after that holy beast was defeated. Will another holy beast be born in its place now? I mean, did it have its own little mini dragon? Maybe that will appear in a future Trails game, right? Ain't that the thing? Why you linger so much on the girls?
Revitalized.
Alright, everyone is back to fighting fitness. I think it's time to drop yet another save. Oh, autosave, sorry. Autosave matters more. And be on our way. The quests across the land. Weapons for people. Everything is sorted. Oh, I guess I gotta report it.
Tell me of your glorious exploits.
Good.
Well, well, not bad at all.
Ciao for now, Reen.
Ciao for now. Nothing else to do. All reported. Of course, I don't have achievements pop up, so I don't know if that's that or if there's another quest hidden away somewhere out there. You know, I wanted to thank you for what you did. You've alleviated my worries and fears that I might face this final battle with a clear head and light heart. It goes for me too. I'm glad I was finally able to my respects to Olivier's mother. Yeah, sure, pay your respects. We don't have much time left, but there's a lot we can do with the time we have. Stay strong. We'll be cheering you on until the very end. This is because of the Elster event. Thank you both. That means a lot. We don't have a lot of time left, but there's still plenty we can do. Stay strong right through the end. That's what I intend to do. I'm not... Sherazade, stop putting in. I'm not trying to talk to you. Oh, wait, what? I can look at you. Communication artifact known as the Sonorous Seashell is installed in the console. That it is. It seems like no matter what I do, I can't talk to Oliver. Reed. Oh, you're saying the same thing again. It's cool. Right, well, are we there? Should we wait for the operation to start? It's actually going to happen? I mean, you should have started a couple of hours ago. Or finish your final special ops missions. Act now or forever hold your peace. If you're ready, shall we wait for the operation to commence? Finishing your special ops missions and waiting for the operation to begin will cause the story to advance. Please be aware that after this point, all side content will be unavailable, including quests and sub-events. Let's go. Go. Understood. I'll look for Toval. He's going to be part of the mission.
You've certainly outdone yourself.
I have. Lots of S's now when you count 3 and 2. At last, The clock finally struck 11. Thanks to time compression. Those leaving the Courageous 2 split their ranks among 5 ships. They soon set off throughout the Empire to infiltrate their respective salt pails, one for each team. Meanwhile, the Courageous 2 headed for the capital, its destination, the Imperial Fortress. And not long after, the fateful hour for the Empire, for the entire world, was finally at hand.